Hi guys, I hope that you're all having a fabulous day. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share some birthday goodies and some eye candy from the last time I was at the Chanel boutique for their launch of the Cruise 22 collection. So I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure and give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, let's get started, shall we? I did end up picking up 3 items. One of those items, however, I will not be keeping. And before I returned it, I wanted to share it on here and let you know the reasons why I decided against them. So I will share those a little bit later on along with the pictures that I talked about earlier. All right. So let's move on to the birthday bag. I did end up buying a bag from Goyard, and I actually purchased it from the same sales associate that I purchased the burgundy card holder from a few years back at the San Francisco boutique. So that's where it came from. She shipped it out and I actually received it on my birthday. Now the bag came packaged pretty much just like this, of course with the shipping box, but it came packaged like this. It did not come with a box, and it was folded in 3. So I'm sure you guys already know which bag I got, but it just came wrapped in the dust bag and wrapped in the signature yellow tissue. And here is the dust bag that it came in. It just says Goyard, and it also came, of course, with a little ribbon, with the felt for the pouch, and then with the care booklet. And I just ended up adding the tags that it came with. I put them in here along with my receipt. So there we go. I'm sure, like I said before, you guys already know what I decided to go for, but I don't think you guys know what color I decided to go for. I would like to introduce to you my newest handbag, and that is the beautiful Goyard St. Louis PM tote in the color green. I love this bag. Like I said, I got it on my birthday. I switched into it immediately, and I have not switched out of it. I absolutely love, love, love this bag. And the card holder that I got 2 years ago is in the burgundy, like I mentioned earlier. And I had thought about initially going for it in the burgundy, but the green just kept speaking to me, and I was like, you know what? Yes, let's go. Let's go for a little bit of a green moment, and I couldn't be happier. This last week that I've been using this bag, it's been a joy to use. One of the things that I love about it the most is how lightweight it is. And I did weigh it before I filmed this video. I will be doing like a full in-depth review a little bit later on, the more and more that I use this bag. But as far as the weight of it, it came in at approximately 9.5 ounces. So that's pretty, that's pretty lightweight for a tote. Of course, we all know I have a tendency to, I wouldn't say overstuff them, but I do like to carry quite a bit with me when it comes to a tote. We all know that this is my favorite type of style of bag, right? But anyways, I love this color. On camera it's showing up like it's maybe a little bit more teal. I promise you it's not. It's actually more of a, it's kind of like an emerald green. It definitely looks more like this this green leather here on the handle. All right, so let me give you guys a really quick tour of it. I also wanted to discuss the pricing because I know that Goyard does not, they do not publish their pricing or anything like that. So I also wanted to talk a little bit about that. All right, so here we go. This is once again the PM in the green, and there are no exterior pockets. There are no feet on this bag. On the inside, that's it. That's all you got. There are no pockets. However, it does come with this little pouch. Now this pouch, the pouch itself is removable. You cannot remove this little, I wouldn't say lanyard. Is it a lanyard? This little leather part here, you can't remove it. It is permanently attached to this handle, but you can end up taking out this little pouch. And it does have the silver hardware. And then on the button, it does have the snap button closure. It says Goyard, and it opens up like so. And you have a little bit of a, not a slip pocket, but a little compartment here. And then on the back side, you have another little slip pocket. And I love the fact that I can take this off completely, and that way I can incorporate it with other bags within my collection. But yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote. And of course, you do have the green leather that ends up trimming this bag. But the bag itself is made of coated canvas. So there we go. And then of course you do have, let me bring this in as close as I can without blurring it out. You do have the Goyardine pattern. Did I say pattern? Pattern right there. So I love it. And you know, for the longest time, I've been going back and forth with the Goyard St. Louis tote. I had it on my wish list forever. I took it off, I put it back on, I took it back off. So I just, I don't know. I started thinking about it, I looked into it, and I'm very happy that I was able to add it to my collection. But let me show you guys the tags really quickly, and I will put everything on the description box below if you guys wanted to check it out. So on this little tag here, it says the coated textile calfskin leather made in France. And then there is the SKU right there. Now let's talk about pricing, because like I said before, they don't end up publishing their prices. All right, so the St. Louis tote is available in 2 different sizes. The PM, which is the one that I have here, which is very similar to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM, and they also have the GM. As far as the PM goes, it's available in 11 different colors, and the prices do vary. They have classic colors and they have limited edition colors. The limited edition colors are a little bit more expensive. So the classic colors consist of the black Goyardine canvas with the black leather and the black Goyardine canvas with the natural leather or with the brown leather. Those come in at $12.85 here in the States. The 9 limited edition colors consist of red, orange, yellow, green, sky blue, navy blue, burgundy, white, or gray, and those come in at $16.05. As far as the GM, same thing, the black Goyardine with the black leather and the natural leather, those are different from the 9 limited edition colors. So as far as the GM and the 2 classic colors, those come in at $14.95, and the 9 limited edition colors and the GM size come in at $18.70 here in the States. So again, I just wanted to throw that out there in case you guys are looking at adding a St. Louis tote into your collection. But I am so happy that I was able to add this tote to my collection. I think it's beautiful. I think that this color is a really nice, fresh addition to my collection, considering that I don't really have many green bags. I have a Pauline in that mint green, and of course I have the Marc Jacobs in the slate green, but I don't really have any other green bags. I have a few small leather goods, but I just love this color. I think it is so incredibly beautiful. I don't know if I'm gonna go for an organizer. Of course, an organizer will help it to maintain its shape a little bit better, but at the same time, I really enjoy how lightweight this bag is. I'm able to put it on my shoulder, no problem. Actually, I shouldn't say no problem. It is a little bit tight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, it's a breeze to put on my shoulder, because I'd be lying. But I am able to put it on my shoulder, although the bottom of my arm ends up hitting right here. So I just also wanted to throw that out there. But let me show you guys some of the things that I can actually carry in here. I emptied it out for the video, but like I said, this is the bag that I am currently using, and I'm able to fit all of my daily essentials, no problem, and it's still very, very comfortable. For me personally, so far, I do prefer to use this on the crook of my arm, and because as I mentioned previously, it is so lightweight, it doesn't dig into my skin whatsoever, which I think is wonderful. And I will definitely be doing a comparison video with the Neverfull, because as I said before, this bag is often compared to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull MM. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, the more and more that I use this bag, how I feel about it, considering that the Neverfull is like my end-all be-all tote. Do I think it might give it a run for its money? It's possible, but of course, only time will tell. But I do love this bag. One other thing that I also wanted to mention is that it does stay in the upright position. However, because of this material, it's not very sturdy. I don't want to sit here and tell you guys like, oh yeah, it's like super, super sturdy. It is not. It's very, very flexible, and the leather is actually, of course, a lot heavier than the bag itself. So whenever you go to set it down like this, I've noticed that these handles tend to lean forward this way. It doesn't necessarily turn into a beautiful mess, but yeah, you'll see your bag kind of doing this if you set it down. So again, I also wanted to mention that. And of course, this is without the organizer. All right, so let me give you a quick bird's eye view of what I'm carrying in this bag at the moment. This is what I'm currently carrying inside of the bag. I have my wallet, my medium-sized wallet. I also have my cosmetics case from Prada, my 6-ring key holder, my Louis Vuitton round coin purse,
my photo album, the key pouch, and then in here I also have my sunglasses. And as you can see, I still have plenty of space for other items, which I think is great. One thing I also wanted to mention is that even though this bag is really lightweight, with the items that I'm carrying, you can see that it doesn't have a crazy sag either. It actually doesn't have a sag whatsoever, which I think is pretty awesome. So I imagine that if I had an organizer on here, it would make it even more, it would have that structure even more than what it currently has. But I love it. I absolutely love it, and very, very spacious.
But I am really, really excited about this bag, and I appreciate Goyard's history, and especially when it comes to the St. Louis tote, how it came to be. And let me just read it to you guys really quickly. The St. Louis bag was initially designed as a beach bag, reversible with the Goyard St on the inside. It is perfect for taking home wet things after a day at the beach. Its name is a reference to King Louis IX of France, known as St. Louis. So, I mean, I love that. You guys know I'm a big fan when a bag has a little bit of history and it has, you know, a story as to how it came to be and all that good stuff. So I think that's wonderful. Now, let me also incorporate a mod shot for you guys so you guys can see what it looks like on my body frame. For reference, I am 5'5". I'm definitely looking forward to doing an in-depth review on this bag, as well as the comparison video with the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, as I mentioned previously. But I do think it's great. So far, I am grinning like an idiot from ear to ear because it is such a joy to use, and I love, love, love the color. I think that the color definitely surprised some of you guys. Let me know. Did the color surprise you, or did you think that I would end up going for something a little bit different in my collection? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, let's move on to the other goodie that I picked up for my birthday. This was not planned. I actually went specifically to look at a bag that had come in. It was the Square Pearl Crush in the gray. You guys will see that in pictures a little bit later on. I went down there because I put myself on the list for that bag. I decided against it, and then I ended up seeing this guy there, and I mean, well, you know what? Let's just do this, shall we? It actually came. Here is the, I'm so unprepared today. I don't know what's going on. I think it's because my throat is so dry and I'm kind of like, and it feels like I've had like 4 cups of coffee, and it feels to me like I'm talking really fast, but maybe I'm just crazy. Anyways, it came with the ribbon, of course, the box, and it also came with this little guy here, which is the, I don't know what these are called, these little slips that the items come in. I think that some of you guys might be surprised by this as well, just because, I mean, I think it is adorable. Is it the most practical thing? No, I'm not gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, it's super, super practical, because I'd be lying. Here is the authenticity card, but I mean, it caught my eye. I ended up playing with it a little bit while I was at the boutique, and it came home with me. So here is I have my receipt in here, as well as the care booklet. So there is the box. Here is the dust bag that it came in, and it is a small leather good. I went for the Chanel Mini Vanity in the Caviar Light Beige with the Champagne Gold hardware. This is from the Cruise 22 collection, and I think it is so unbelievably cute. I know what you're thinking, Mini, it's not practical, it's super, super small. I mean, I can't even fit my phone in here because there it is compared to my phone. But I saw it there and I was hooked. I love this beige. This beige definitely has more of like a rosy undertone to it, a rosy pinky color to it, which I think is beautiful. And with the champagne gold hardware, I think it complements it quite nicely. But there we go. Here is the SKU. I will put all of the information down below, as I mentioned previously. It has a very, very smooth zipper, and inside, of course, you do have the chain that you can feed through. And inside, that's it. That's all you got. You have this little guy here for your lipstick, and that's all she wrote. In here it says Chanel, made in Italy. And I mean, I just thought that this was so, so adorable. Yes, it can't fit my phone, but as I said before, when I was in the boutique, I started playing with it. I just wanted to see how much I can actually get away with carrying inside of this bag. And I was quite surprised, because I will admit, initially when I saw these guys, I thought, okay, I think you're going to be able to fit a couple things in there at most. But as you guys can see from this picture, I was able to fit a little bit more, and I still had space for a few other goodies if I wanted to fit them in there. So again, is it the most practical thing? No. Is it absolutely adorable? Definitely. But I love the fact that I'm able to carry a little bit more than I had initially thought when it came to this guy, you know. And I do look forward to using this as a little mini handbag, and whenever I go to use this, of course my phone will end up just going in my back pocket. But I just thought it was absolutely adorable. I felt like this color would end up matching the Chanel wedges that I picked up a few months ago, and I just think it's super, super cute. So it's one of those things that I saw, and when I saw it, I remember telling myself, no, you're here to look at a bag. If the bag isn't what you thought, walk away. And that didn't that didn't happen. All right, it didn't happen. But it is absolutely adorable, and I'm so happy that I decided to go for it, because I knew that if I decided to pass on it and I kept thinking about it, I wouldn't be able to add it back into my collection. So, you know, it wasn't planned, but I felt like it was fate. All right, I'm sure you guys are rolling your eyes at that, but maybe it was fate that I was there at that specific time and it was available. So I thought it was cute. They also had this in black, but I really, really like this beige. I couldn't deny it. So I just thought that was absolutely adorable. Love these little vanities. Now, as far as the item that I'm not going to be keeping, here it is in the box. It is a piece of jewelry. I already have the ribbon and the camellia set aside because obviously I'm going to be returning this. But here is the little care booklet, and here is the SKU and the tag attached, which I will not, I have to be careful with that one. But in here, oh man, these are so cute. But I just can't justify them. I know that this is something that I would end up just keeping just in my jewelry box and possibly never using it. And I feel like if I'm already thinking that, then obviously it's not because I really, really, you know, love this item and I want to use it. You know what I mean? So I ended up going for the lip ring set, to be specific. Here is the SKU card. There we go. So they are quite pricey, coming in at $5.50 for 2 lip rings, but you have 2 separate lip rings. One is just the gold hardware. This guy here, I'm trying to be as careful as I possibly can. Hang on. Let me show you guys. There we go. Of course, I'm not going to be modeling them because that would be disgusting for me to do and then return. But there we go. So there is the gold one. And this is the one that I love the most. This is the Strauss one. So you have the little rhinestones there, and it's also in the gold hardware. I think that these are adorable. And the main reason why I decided to go for them is really because of a teenage dream that I had many, many moons ago. So when I was a teen, lip piercings were all of the rage. Some of my friends got lip piercings. I, of course, was way too chicken. Plus, I don't think my mom would have let me get a lip piercing. And my local jewelry store, aka Claire's, they had lip rings. So I ended up going for a lip ring, and I just kind of attached it here so it looked like I had a lip piercing, but without actually having to get it pierced, and just, you know, kind of having it on there. And I thought I was the coolest thing on the planet. All right. And I just thought that they were beautiful. I thought they were amazing. I mean, you name it. I wore that lip ring to death. And of course it, it phased out really quickly. So much to my surprise, when I saw the Chanel runway and I saw one of the models with the lip ring, I was like, what? And I remember zooming into, as much as I could. Then there were pictures that came out from Vogue, and I was hooked. I was obsessed. I was like, oh my God, lip rings are coming back. I am so excited. I'm so this, I'm so that. So I put myself on the list for it, and when I got them, I felt like a teen all over again. So that sweet nostalgia kicked in. But at the same time, as I said before, I don't really see myself using them, and I don't want something to just sit, you know, on my shelf. You guys have heard me say that a million times. I don't want it to just sit in my jewelry box, and quite honestly, I don't really have the lips to pull them off because I have like thin little bird lips. This guy right here can use, I feel like it can use some oomph, and this guy is like non-existent. So I can't really do them justice, I don't think. And of course I didn't think about that way back when, but yeah, I just feel like it's one of those things that I love, I appreciate. It reminds me of something that I really liked when I was a teen, but I just don't see myself using them. But they are beyond gorgeous, but I just can't justify it. So they are going back. But it was pretty cool that, in my opinion, it was pretty cool that Chanel came out with lip rings, you know, because of course everything, like fashion for the most part, there's a lot of fashion that's cyclical, and the fact that those are coming around again, I just think is, I think it's awesome, you know, and again, that sweet, sweet nostalgia kicks in. So that's a little bit of a side story, and why I decided against that beautiful lip ring set, but they are so incredibly beautiful. And for those that ended up going for it and keeping it, definitely share some pictures so I can live vicariously through you. So now let me share some of the eye candy. There isn't a whole lot because many of the items were already spoken for, but I did get to see the wallet on chains that have the stripe. They had it in the beige and they also had it in the white. I really like the white. I actually put myself on the list for the mini that looks just like that. That's coming out, the rectangular. I don't know. As of right now, I haven't gotten the phone call. But to me, that seems like very classic Chanel. The fact that you have black and white, and of course that champagne gold hardware, I think it's beautiful. You know, it's really soft. The lambskin looks so incredibly soft. I do wonder how it's going to look on the mini. Of course, it's going to look very similar, but they are three different pieces of leather, and with the white and black one, you can feel the difference of those pieces, whereas with the beige, it was just seamless. You couldn't even tell. It just seemed like they dyed the leather. That's how seamless the three different, you know, the three different portions of leather were. But on the white one, it was really, really noticeable. So I'm hoping that the same thing doesn't happen to the mini. Obviously, there was also a few different small leather goods. The vanity that you guys just saw. They also had the mint green vanity with the pearl crush. That one comes in at $25.75 if I'm not mistaken. They had, I mean, like I said, not a whole lot of variety. They also had jewelry. I know that I'm swinging the camera around a little bit faster. Of course, if you guys want to pause it so you can write down some of those SKU numbers, please do. But I do like some of the jewelry that they have. And the last item that I want to share with you was the gray bag, the pearl crush that I decided against. So as I said in the beginning, that's the bag that I went down to go see because I was on the list. And I have been really wanting to go for a gray bag. And obviously Chanel has released some beautiful grays these past seasons. They have a lot of that bluish undertone, a little bit of that darker gray, which I really appreciate. So I thought that this one was going to be along the same lines. However, when I got there, this one has more of, the best way that I can describe it, has more of a seafoam green undertone. So in certain lights, I mean, it feels like you have definitely two colors that are blended, that being the seafoam green and the gray. So it's not this dark gray, it's not this blue gray or anything like that, or this cool gray. It's a little bit warmer and it has more of that greenish undertone that really comes through. At least that's what I felt. So it wasn't necessarily what I was hoping for, so I decided to pass on it. But I mean, it's a beautiful bag. The Pearl Crush, I'm a huge fan of that bag. Yeah, it was a bummer, but I knew that, like I said before, it wasn't necessarily the color that I was hoping for. But anywho, that does it for my reveal / unboxing / eye candy / very chatty video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm sorry if it seemed like I was all over the place. That's how I feel I was. I could be wrong, maybe not. I don't know, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I was able to give you a little bit more information, especially if you're looking to add any of these pieces to your collection. But thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, make sure and give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys later. And as as always, make it a fabulous day or not. The choice is yours. Have a great day.